Hello everyone, Adrienne here. So I do want to say that if at any point during this video you notice the audio quality going a little wonky, it is because I was having some issues with the audio earlier, unfortunately. So if there are any intermittent sounds of static or anything stupid like that, please try to ignore it. I'm going to get a new cord for my microphone and hopefully that will solve the issue. But for now, this is the best we have. So today I am going to be doing a review of Jade Nouvelle-Orléans, and I am so excited to try this. Obviously I'm excited to try all of the Jades because I've heard so many good things about them, and the mastermind behind Jade Liqueurs is very, very passionate about what he does, and it definitely shows in his work. So the only other Jade that I have had ever in my entire life was Jade 1901, which was fantastic, and it's still one of my top favorites, obviously. So one thing I do want to address really quick before we get started here is that I've actually gotten a lot of questions from people asking why I don't use sugar and the absinthe spoon during my reviews anymore. And it's simply because basically for the purpose of the review, I don't want the sugar to cover up or overwhelm any of the subtle flavors that I may get from the absinthe that I'm tasting. And also, if I'm reviewing an absinthe and it doesn't have sugar and I'm detecting any kind of natural sweetness that it already has without any kind of sugar being added to it, that tells me, oh hey, it has some natural sweetness, this is a good one. So not only is it to determine whether or not the absinthe needs sugar to begin with, but it's also to detect the other subtle nuances that may be overwhelmed by sugar if you add sugar to it. So that's why. Yeah, it kind of takes away the element of the absinthe spoon during preparation, but what can you do? By the way, guys, I hope you like the lipstick I'm wearing. I was a little bit iffy about it because it's just it's a different shade of green than I typically wear. Yeah, it's a little strange, but let's go for it because, I have naturally olive skin, and hopefully the olive tone of this lipstick would complement that. This was part of their March promotion that they were having, where they were giving away a free tube of hazel with every order. So I thought, you know what? Why not? It's a limited edition lipstick. It's green. Let's see how it looks. So I kind of wanted to test out a different shade of green for my absinthe reviews. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it not terribly flattering? Is it flattering? Please tell me. Also, you may have noticed the change in color composition behind me. It is because I am in the process of reupholstering my couch that I have been sitting on for the past few months. And I absolutely love this couch. And I think it is a huge improvement what has happened to it since I've reupholstered it in red velvet. It's not quite done yet. That's why the buttons behind me are a little looser than I would like. But basically the last step that I'm going to go through with this is to tighten up the tufting buttons behind me and then cover up the back and then put the trim on it. So it's going to look beautiful. I think it looks beautiful already. And of course I am filming the process of restoring this couch, so you guys will be able to see what happened every single step of the way during restoration. It went from grandma to gothically glamorous very, very quickly. This is definitely so much better. I love it. Alright, time for the first part of my Absinthe ASMR.
Nouvelle-Orléans Absinthe Supérieure represents a tribute to the city of New Orleans, which served as an epicenter of absinthe culture throughout the Belle Époque. Its heritage is firmly rooted in the original absinthes that gave rise to such timeless cocktails as the Sazerac and the Absinthe Frappé.
By the way, I love absinthe frappes and I love the Sazerac. Sazerac a little bit more because it packs a punch. Definitely.
Nouvelle-Orléans Absinthe Supérieure is entirely handcrafted by world-renowned absinthe expert T. April in strict accordance to the finest original French methods. Nouvelle-Orléans is distilled using the ancient copper absinthe Albemix in the historic Combier distillery, founded in 1834, and later redesigned by Gustave Eiffel. Nouvelle-Orléans is created entirely from eau de vie, European herbs, and contains no sugar, commercial flavorings, or dyes. The incomparable flavor of Nouvelle-Orléans is derived from a full complement of grand wormwood and a wealth of other rare, exquisitely cultivated European botanicals traditionally used in crafting a genuine Belle Époque absinthe. So, whew, I'm so excited. I'm really excited, guys. So I just want to show you guys and let you know that the seal to this bottle is definitely not opened. You can still see the wax. You can still see the metallic kind of trim here. So I just wanted to prove to you guys I have not dipped into this since I got it. I wanted to give you my genuine first reaction when I have this absinthe, just as with any absinthe that I have here on my channel. And one thing I neglected to mention in my last absinthe video is I received this book from T.A. Bro, who is also the owner of Jade Liqueurs. And a couple people were asking me, hey, are you going to do a review of this book? We'd really be interested. And I neglected to mention that in the video at the time, but since, I'm addressing it now, I'd like to ask all of you, would you be interested in me reviewing this book? Please tell me. Leave a comment down below. All right, so we are going to crack this baby open, and we are going to experience the louche. I'm so excited. I'm slightly out of breath because I'm wearing a corset, but I'm also out of breath because I'm excited, okay? Don't judge me.
All right, everyone. Now we're going to do the louche for Jade Nouvelle-Orléans. I am so excited to try this. You have no idea. Also, can you just take a moment to appreciate the packaging here? Dear God. Wow. I really love the, I guess, revival or a romantic era or classical era kind of artwork here with the cherubs and the floral designs. So I'm not sure if they're trying to emulate the romantic era or they're trying to possibly emulate the Belle Époque, but either way, this is stunning. I just love it. And just so you know, the way that these are bottled, they are bottled like a traditional bottle of wine where they are sealed very tightly with a cork. They're a pain in the ass to open a little bit, but what can you do? All right, so let's take a look at Jade Nouvelle-Orléans. Ooh. Oh my God. Guys. Wow. I don't know how well you can see that with my new red background, but that is really, really green. Woo! Damn. I would say color-wise, it really reminds me of Hieronymus Bosch Tentation Verte, but it's not quite as dark, so in that aspect, it looks like La Ponte Salienne a little bit, so it kind of falls between those two absinthes as far as my experience in absinthe is concerned. Alright, so as far as color is concerned, I will definitely give it 5 stars. That is just such a vibrant, deep shade of green. I'm really hoping that it will pick up almost as green at the very least as how it's showing up here in real life, but it is beautiful. Wow, that's really intense. Really beautiful. So definitely 5 stars for color. It's really nice.
All right, we're gonna go for it. I'm excited.
The louche is taking a little bit as far as I can see here. Okay, there it goes. Woo! Wow. Oh my God, that is a sexy looking absinthe right there. That, dear God. It's really beautiful. It is kind of being invaded a little bit by tones of gold as far as I can see as this louche progresses. But, wow, that's gorgeous. All right, everyone.
For the purpose of this review, I will call that good. So the color and the appearance of the louche here, it still retains so much of its green, but it lends itself a little bit over into the world of gold. But that is so pretty, and that is so opaque. That's probably the most opaque absinthe I have seen in a really long time. Really gorgeous. So very opaque, very opalescent. Really, really pretty. I will definitely say that the louche is 5 stars. Wow. Like, you can really tell that T.A. Bro of Jade Liqueurs really puts a lot of love into his product. Alright, so now we're going to reposition the camera again, and we're going to evaluate the nose on this, as well as the taste and the mouthfeel. So I'll see you in a tiny little second. Alright everyone, here we have our prepared glass of Jade Nouvelle-Orléans. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So, let's get a load of the nose, shall we? Ooh. Oh man, I can really smell the sweetness on this one. With a little bit of a sour bite. It smells like it's going to be a little bit more forward on the fennel as far as the main flavor profile is concerned. Probably on the same level as the anise here. I'm getting a little tiny sagey kind of like whisper. So I'm guessing that's the wormwood I'm smelling. And it smells like Melissa. Like, I'm not talking about a person, obviously. I'm talking about the herb Melissa, because that has a very lemony kind of flavor, and I'm thinking what I'm smelling here that is sweet and slightly lemony is probably Melissa. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Oh, that is just delightful. Oh. I'm actually drooling. Oh my god, in smelling this, I am actually legit drooling. So I guess it speaks a lot to how good this smells, if just from the smell alone it's making me drool. So it definitely smells slightly more, I don't want to say pungent because pungent kind of has a negative connotation, but stronger than Jade 1901. But not quite as sweet. Because as far as I could tell, Jade 1901 was very, very sweet. And I know that it's sweet because Kenny likes Jade 1901, and Jade 1901 is sweet, and Kenny typically likes absinthes that are more on the sweet side. Aroma, definitely 5 stars. Wow. This is just wonderful. It's wonderfully perfumey. Okay, the more I'm smelling it, the more I'm getting of the wormwood. So, let's hope it's a good amount of that. Alright, so we're gonna go in for a taste. So, as always, saute, and please drink responsibly. Here goes. Ooh! Oh, wow. Girl. Wow. That is incredible. Okay, so I had a little bit more anise than I was expecting because I was mostly smelling the fennel when I was taking a good sniff of this, but I'm getting a really nice tingle. Really, really nice tingle. And I can tell the anise in here is a little bit on the sweet side, so I'm wondering if there's a tiny bit of star anise in here, or maybe just that the green anise that was used here was just really high quality and for some reason is gravitating a little sweeter. But it's like sticking my nose in a jar of like star anise or something, but not in a bad way. You notice when I talk about tasting stuff, I often describe it as it's like sticking my nose in a jar of this. It's because smell is so closely linked to taste.
and it's fantastic. In fact, fun fact, smell is actually the sense that is most closely linked to memory. Like, tell me that there is a time that you had where you picked up on a smell that immediately sent you back to something in your childhood. Wow. That's kind of how I'm feeling with tasting this absinthe. It's very nostalgic. Oh yeah, I'm getting more of that wormwood. Ooh, baby, that's a nice tingle. Oh yeah. Whew. That's nice. That really is exploding with flavor. It really is. And it's such a lovely, lovely perfume here. And I love the bite at the end. I really do. So, as far as flavor is concerned, definitely 5 stars. It tastes traditional, and it offers a little bit more of a tingle at the very end. And you can taste the complexity, and I think, you know, based on my initial assessment of there being Melissa in here, I think I'm correct. God, it's just making my mouth water. I'm sorry, it's just so good. Ah, so nice. Yeah, as far as absinthe is concerned, this definitely feels nostalgic to me. It does. It feels like the very first time I ever had absinthe, and it's lovely. This is the way absinthe was meant to be. And, you know, T. April definitely does an amazing job in creating absinthe. Ooh, it's kind of spicy. I'm just letting it settle on my tongue a little bit more, and I'm noticing it has a little bit of a spice to it, like after sucking down a packet of hot sauce, but not really. That same kind of feeling, just toned down. So, is that coriander? Or something like that? Thinking it's coriander, that's what it feels like. It definitely has a floral quality somewhere in the aftertaste. So for the mouthfeel and aftertaste, it's wonderful. I love it. It is a little spicy and gives you a little bit of a bite. She's kind of sassy. I appreciate that. So it's kind of sassy. Definitely a little spicy, and I really like that. And it feels just so thick and silky for the mouthfeel. It's lovely. I'm supposed to drink it, not wear it. Oh well, I don't mind smelling like absinthe if it came down to it. No. Alright, so overall rating, 5 stars. This is absolutely excellent. I love it. I really like that this takes a different approach to the idea of having a spicy element to the absinthe. Like I said, it kind of feels like if you were to suck down like a packet of hot sauce, like really hot sauce. And that kind of warmth or heat that you feel at the end. So it's definitely a little acidic, but in a good way. Like, for instance, the absinthe I had, Virgin Vert, that one sucked. Like, I wouldn't say it's the absolute worst absinthe I've ever had. I'm just saying that it was just way too acidic for me. This has a nice balance of acidity to where she's a sassy one. I like it. This is a very sassy absinthe, but at the same time, it is adhering to the pre-ban formulation and standard. Oh, that's lovely. I did actually discuss with a friend of mine what he thought of Nouvelle Orleans, and he said that while it's amazing, it's his least favorite of the Jades. I'm kind of torn between kind of choosing between Jade 1901 and Jade Nouvelle Orleans. This one is spicy and sassy at the end. The other one, Jade 1901, is a little more mellow. So if you're looking for something a little more mellow, I definitely recommend 1901. This one, like I said, it's definitely structured like a traditional absinthe, and it's lovely. And that spice at the end is just really... It's a pleasant little surprise, I will say. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying the rest of the Jades in the series, and I hope you guys will enjoy seeing those reviews as they come out. So once again, huge thank you to T. April of Jade Liqueurs for sending me this bottle of Nouvelle Orleans. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. I love the color. I love the spice. I really love the flavor profile. It has an interesting floral, spicy kind of taste to it, and I really like it. Seriously, once again, thank you so much for sending me your book as well. So once again, if you guys are interested in me doing a review of this book, please tell me in the comments below. I'd really like to know your thoughts on that. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Also, huge shout out to Natalie, who just joined my very small legion of patrons. Thank you so much. Your support really means a lot to me. You can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. Anyway, I love you guys. You're amazing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.